Did you know that New York City is sinking? Yes, you heard that right. The city that never sleeps is gradually sinking, and climate change fears are only adding to the urgency of the situation. New York, a city renowned for its towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, now finds itself on the front line of a different kind of battle, one against the very forces of nature. Climate change, with its rising sea levels and increasingly frequent and intense storms, poses a serious threat to the city's inhabitants and infrastructure. To combat these challenges, an ambitious and somewhat controversial idea has surfaced: the construction of a massive seawall. This is not a fantasy from a science fiction movie, but a tangible proposal being studied by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The concept? A 6-mile-long barrier in the outer New York harbor, a titan of engineering designed to protect the city from devastating storm surges. But what sparked this drastic proposal? The answer lies in the aftermath of Superstorm Sandy. The storm, which hit the city back in 2012, served as a brutal wake-up call, highlighting the city's vulnerability to extreme weather events and the devastating impact they can have. The proposed seawall is estimated to cost a whopping $119 billion, a figure so large it's almost hard to comprehend. It's a project that has the potential to safeguard countless people, properties, and iconic landmarks. However, it also comes with a plethora of concerns and criticisms, which we'll delve into later. The seawall proposal is a testament to the scale of the climate change threat facing not just New York, but coastal cities around the world. It's a stark reminder that as our planet changes, so too must our cities and the ways in which we protect them. Stay tuned to know more about this ambitious project and whether it is the ultimate solution to New York City's climate challenges. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is considering 5 options for the seawall project, but one solution stands out: a massive 6-mile-long barrier in the outer New York harbor. As we delve deeper into the proposed solutions, it's worth noting that the 5 options on the table all aim to protect New York from the devastating effects of climate change. Among these options, the most ambitious one is the construction of a 6-mile-long barrier in the outer New York harbor. This solution has been touted as the most effective, with the potential to safeguard a significant number of people, properties, and landmarks. This colossal barrier, estimated to cost a staggering $119 billion, is designed to be more than just a wall. It's envisioned as a protective shield that will not isolate the city from its cherished waterfront. The barrier's retractable gates would allow the city to maintain its connection with the water, an essential aspect of New York's identity. In addition to this 6-mile-long barrier, the Corps is also considering other options. These include the construction of 12 smaller seawall barriers in various locations such as Coney Island, Flushing Bay, and Hudson River Park. These barriers, although smaller, are designed to provide the same level of protection against coastal flooding and storm surges. Furthermore, the Corps is also exploring the idea of raised promenades. These structures would not only serve as protective barriers, but also provide the city with elevated spaces for recreational activities. Imagine strolling along a promenade, enjoying the view of the water, all while knowing that you're safe from the threat of rising sea levels. Lastly, the Corps is also studying the possibility of implementing other protective measures, such as revetments and levees. These options, while not as visually imposing as a 6-mile-long barrier, could still provide significant protection against the effects of climate change. However, not everyone is on board with this plan. Let's find out why. Despite its potential benefits, the seawall project has been met with significant criticism and concern. From environmental impact to financial feasibility, the critics have a lot to say. Let's start with the environmental concerns. The proposed seawall has raised eyebrows among environmental advocates who worry about the impact on marine life and sediment flow. The seawall, they argue, could disrupt the natural movement of marine species and alter the ecosystem in ways we can't fully predict. Moreover, the barrier might trap sewage and toxins in the water, leading to further degradation of the aquatic environment. The financial aspect of the project is another major point of contention. The estimated cost of the seawall is a whopping $119 billion, a price tag that has left many questioning its feasibility. Critics argue that this money could be better spent on other climate change mitigation strategies or even on relocating vulnerable populations. But perhaps the most significant concern is the fear of obsolescence. Critics contend that the seawall, while potentially effective against storm surges, does not address the larger issue of rising sea levels. As global temperatures continue to rise, so will the sea levels, and a seawall might not be enough to keep the waters at bay. Additionally, there are concerns about the project's timeline. It's projected that the seawall, if approved, wouldn't be completed until the year 2044. With climate change effects escalating, some argue that we simply don't have that much time to spare. And let's not forget the bureaucratic hurdles. The project will require approval from New York City, New York State, New Jersey, and Congress, a process that could take years and further delay the project's completion. With such valid concerns, the question arises, is there a better solution? The seawall project is still in the proposal stage. It needs approval from various entities and of course funding. But what is its future? This ambitious project finds itself at the crossroads of approval and implementation. The Army Corps of Engineers has put forth the proposal, but it requires a nod from not just one but multiple entities. New York City, New York State, New Jersey, and Congress all play a vital role in giving this project the green light. Let's not forget the not-so-small matter of funding. With an estimated cost of around $119 billion, the question of who will foot the bill is a significant one. There have been suggestions that this cost could be shared between federal, state, and city dollars, but no concrete decision has been made yet. Now, if all the stars align and the project does get approved, when can we expect the construction to start? The timeline projected right now is that construction could begin as early as 2030. That's right, about 7 years from now. And it's not going to be a quick fix. The completion date is estimated to be around 2044. That's a whopping 14 years for the project to be fully operational. But even with this timeline, there are still many uncertainties and challenges ahead. Environmental advocates have expressed concern about the impact on sediment flow and marine life. Critics argue that the seawall does not address the threat of rising sea levels and could potentially trap sewage and toxins. These are all factors that need to be considered and addressed in the planning stages. So what's the bottom line? Well, the seawall project is undoubtedly an ambitious attempt to protect New York City. It's a testament to human ingenuity in the face of climate change, but the road to its realization is long, winding, and fraught with challenges. Only time will tell whether it will see the light of day. The $119 billion seawall project is a testament to the challenges that coastal cities are facing in the wake of climate change. This ambitious proposal symbolizes the enormous lengths we must go to in order to protect our homes, our cities, and our future from the relentless force of nature, amplified by our own contributions to climate change. In the course of this video, we've delved into the details of this proposed solution. A 6-mile-long barrier designed to shield New York City from the devastating effects of storm surges. We've talked about the potential benefits, the level of protection it could offer to people, properties, and landmarks, and the substantial cost involved. A price tag of $119 billion is not a figure to be taken lightly. We've also highlighted the criticisms and concerns surrounding this project. The barrier has been called an oversimplified solution, with critics pointing out that it does not address the issue of rising sea levels. Environmental advocates worry about the impact on marine life and the potential for trapped sewage and toxins. And there's the question of obsolescence. Could this massive structure become irrelevant as sea levels continue to rise? But amidst these concerns and criticisms, there's an undeniable reality that the threat of flooding due to climate change is real and urgent. The seawall project represents an attempt to confront this reality, to safeguard a city that is home to millions of people. It's a testament to human resilience and our determination to adapt and survive in the face of adversity. What are your thoughts about this project? Share your views in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content. Can we get 100 likes for this video? Hit the like button if you found this video informative.